Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be teaching you all about spray cans or backpack sprayers. We call them spray cans here. So I'm sorry and I apologize now to the foreigners that found this video thinking that they were going to see plain spray cans. So I apologize now. However, in front of us we have two Royal Condor Spray Cans. On the one to the left here, we have the handle to the pump. This is the pump section here. And on the one to the right, handle as well, this is the pump section there. The difference here is that the chamber in the pump section on the one to the left is made out of brass, therefore it will be more durable. There's a clip to the top here by where the rod drives in and out, and it moves a piston, thus creating suction, and it will suck air from down in the tank. From time to time, if you find the can is not spraying, you'll need to remove this split pin here, slide this rod out here. Be careful not to lose these washers. Press this, you can see it, you press this down, slide this whole rod out, and you will take out the piston. And down to the bottom there as well, there's a ball bearing that will be, sometimes little debris will be stuck in it, so it would need to be washed and cleaned. It's also a good practice to grease or oil this rod here to make it last longer. Here we have a view of inside the tank. And that little brass part there, that is where the suction is. So whatever liquid is in the can, when you pump, it will get sucked up into the chamber and come across to this side. This is the pressure chamber, which leads to the hose, which leads out to the lance. So this is the trigger on the lance. When you press this, liquid comes out of the tip. This is the lock. So you press it, flick the lock, and you just keep pumping the spray can, and liquid will continue to be flowing. This is the tip that you can turn to adjust how wide you want the spray to be. So depending on what you're spraying, you need either a fine spray or a heavy spray. The fine spray will tend to blow easier with the breeze. So I'll now proceed to pour a little water into the spray can to demonstrate the suction effect for you all. So as I pump, you notice that the debris in the water is being sucked into the hole. And thus priming the pressure chamber. And when I squeeze the trigger like this, you'll notice that the water now comes out of the tip. The tip is made out of brass and it has a little O-ring inside. And if you turn to the right, you will make the spray finer. And you turn to the left, the spray will be a little wider, which means the droplets will be bigger, and thus the breeze won't be able to blow it as easily. So this is it. This is the tip adjusted to the more open position, which is to the left. And this is it adjusted to the right. Now it wouldn't spray that much because it's not under that much pressure, because as you notice the little bit of water I put in it. Okay, so how this works is that when you come up on the upstroke, it will suck liquid from any tank, and on the downstroke there's a little ball that will go to block off this side so that it will send the air across this tubing into the tank. So the ball will block off the bottom here so that the liquid that was just pulled up will not be forced back into the tank. It instead will go across into this hose around the back here up into this chamber. So the chamber would be pressurized as well as the line will be pressurized as well. And when you squeeze the trigger, you'll get the release. So this white line at the side is a window for you to see where the liquid is in the tank. And you have the measurement in gallons on the left side and the measurement in liters on the right side. So this tank would hold 20 liters, 5 gallons. So the main differences in these two are the covers is one difference. As you can see, this cover is shaped a little different. The part that makes it easier to slacken. Both of them have the same breather valve. So since it works with suction, the air needs to come in the tank. Otherwise the system won't work. The strainer now in this tank is like this. The new tank is like this. This when water is being filled, while there are chemicals in the tank, you usually get a lot of bubbles. That's if you're filling from the pipe or you're pouring in from a bucket or so and you're pouring kind of hard. This cone in the center here will sort of prevent the bubbles from frothing up as much as usually. Because sometimes the tank is halfway filled with froth and halfway filled with water. So the froth will be leaking out to the top. So big problems to get the tank filled. So you will have, you wouldn't be moving at a full load then. So you would either have to scoop out the froth or throw away the froth or something like that. But this different shape makes it a little easier. Next, the rod on this lance is made out of plastic. The rod on this lance is made out of aluminum. This lance also has a lock, so that when you close this lock, you can't press the trigger, which is quite useful because sometimes you're moving with it and it falls and you spray yourself with poison or whatever chemicals inside it. Also sometimes you're putting it on, you happen to bounce the trigger and it will spray and it'll get wet with poison. Please note that 20 liters of water or 20 liters of liquid will be very heavy, so it's a good practice, unless you're able to fill it on something that is about the height of your back, so it'll just be like you just stoop down, crouch down a little bit and put it on your back, because to lift it from the ground is quite difficult unless you have the muscles and the technique to do it, because I've known people that have damaged their backs and pulled muscles lifting it up. So be careful, pay special attention to that. And even though you're spraying with whatever in it, remember, if it goes in your eyes, it will damage you, whether it be herbicide, weedicide, fungicide, miticide, whatever it is. I have these two kinds because this one I used to spray weedicide to kill the grass. This is the older one. And the new one I used to spray like fungicide, miticide, insecticide and so on, or even plant food. Now, some people have one and they wash it out, but I don't take the chance because I've seen what chemical residue from weedicide can do to plants when you're thinking that you're spraying it with proper plant food and there's residue from the weedicide in it and it burns the plants. So this is my video on how to operate and use safely, I hope, a Royal Condor spray can or any spray can in general. Most of them are the same, just a few little things here and there. Also know that when spraying, it is best to keep the breeze at your back, because the chemical that is in the can, when the breeze blow it, could blow it, and once it touches your skin, it will be detrimental to you. It mightn't kill you immediately, or it mightn't kill you at all. It could cause things like rash, swelling, irritation to your skin. So if it does wet your skin, especially when you're sweating, it's good to wash it off with soap and be careful. Also, even though the breeze is at your back, if you're approaching a wall, the breeze will hit the wall and it will get what they call like an updraft. So even though the breeze is at your back, the fumes will blow and blow up into your face. It's very dangerous to try to avoid situations like that. They both have straps that are just similar to a book bag or a knapsack. Hence the name backpack or knapsack sprayer. This one, the newer one, also has this little clip here that you could use to put the lance in. However, you could just buy this clip and attach it to the older one as well. These things are pretty durable and they take a lot of licks. I've had them for a little while and I've never really had much problems. Usually if you have any problems, you can take it to where you bought it and just have someone to service it for you, and after a while you will figure out what to do for yourself or watch over the video and try and figure it out. I'll make some more videos showing you me fixing it so you will know exactly what to do. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Not be seeing my ugly face today. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for your support.